What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we got a speed run video for y'all on the Granite Grom. So what we're gonna do is we got the stock brush system in it right now. We're gonna do a speed run with the 2s battery, and I did a video a while back where we did a speed run with the stock gearing that comes in it, and then we put a 22 tooth pinion on it. So I don't remember what it did when it had the 22 tooth pinion. I know I could look back, but we're gonna need it for this video anyway. So we're gonna do another speed run on 2s. I do have a 3s battery, but with the smart stuff on the 2s, it knows that it's a 3s and you can't just try to run a 3s. So like I said, we're gonna run it on 2s. We also have the G and S right here in the body, so we're gonna see how fast it goes. And then I already ordered a Castle Mamba Micro X2 and a 4100 kV Castle motor. So whenever that stuff comes in, we're going to do this again on 2s and 3s and see how much faster it gets it. We're also going to do the build, so all that will be in this video. I just don't have the system yet, so but y'all have the system for you guys after we're done with this. But we're going to go ahead and get everything set up and hooked up, and then we're going to do our first little speed run and see what we get. Here we go. All right, y'all, I don't know if you could see that on the phone, but we got 11 satellites, so we're gonna go ahead and hit track, start, and let's see what the stock system with a 22 tooth pinion will do on the Arrma Granite Grom on 2s. We're gonna go kind of slow down here, and then we're gonna send it all the way back. Oh, crashed. Damn, it's hard to control this little thing. That's gonna be hard when we get some real power in it. We had already went full speed for a good second, but I want to try to get it longer, like that. Let me know in the comments just from that passing what y'all think it was. Let's bring it back in and see how fast it went. All right, y'all, so stock brush system with a 22 tooth pinion on the Arrma Granite Grom does, dang, 25 miles an hour. I actually thought it was going to be slower than that. So all right, y'all, so I already ordered the system. We're waiting on it to come in. Whenever it comes in, I'm going to do the video putting it in and getting everything set up, and then we're going to redo this on 2s and 3s and see how much faster we can get it. So I'll see you guys in a little bit when we get the new system. Here we go. So it's actually been about a week since we did the speed run that you guys just seen. I don't know what's going on with the mail, but around my house, man, ever since about 2-3 weeks before Christmas, the mail been sucking, like taking way longer than normal for stuff to come in. Has it been like that around where y'all live? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, we finally got the Castle system for the Grom in, and I'm super excited. Brought y'all out here to check the mail with me. There we go. All right, y'all, so we made it in the RC room, and here it is. I was actually tripping for a second because I'm used to the big ESCs and stuff. It comes in a box about this. I was like, man, I thought this was supposed to be a combo, but it is. So this is what we're going to be putting it in. I know you guys know that, but I ain't never changed the system around, but it can't be that hard. I work at West Bank Hobbies all the time. We're going to definitely need these plugs. These plugs, and if you're doing this too, you'll need this EcoPower servo mount, because the servo is built into the ESC mount on here. So to take that out, you got to have that, and we got a receiver right here. We're going to be putting our Futaba on it. So I guess first we'll go ahead and bust this baby open. I'm excited to see it. This little ESC is so cute, I ain't gonna lie. It'd be awesome if it came with everything already on it. I hope it does. I don't know about bullets. I think it does because it's Castle. Alright, so this must be the motor. Whatever comes out first is what we'll check out first. Alright, so the ESC first. So that thing is so nice, man. Tiny, tiny. And it's got the bullets on there, so we got the plug for that. And I thought these were going to be bigger wires, so that should be pretty easy to solder. Alright, now let's check out the motor. Tiny motor. This is crazy. 3S, 4S rated. Man, they Castle packages their stuff so good. Look at that little thing. That is crazy small. But we about to have this thing rolling. 4100 kV, 3S max, my bad. But I think it could take 4, but we're going to run it on 2 and 3 for now. Alright y'all, so we're getting the soldering iron heated up, and we're going to go ahead and put an IC2 on the ESC. And then go ahead and take all that stuff off and get to it. Alright y'all, so I think the soldering iron's almost to a good enough temp. We're not working with the best iron here, especially that big ass tip for these little plugs, but we're gonna see if we can make it happen. I was taught from the best. So the first thing we're gonna do is try and tint it a little bit. We got a little bit of solder already on the gun. So let's try to put a little bit more on it so we can get a good tint on there, so it's not, we want to make our job as easy as possible. Something else I would like to mention for y'all, you should definitely be using flux. It makes everything work so much better. I just can't find my flux, so we're going without it, but definitely want to use flux. So now that we got that tinted some, watch out buddy. Sorry about the RC room right now. We've been working a lot in here. Alright, so we're gonna need to put this over this. The little, sorry my fingers are so big, the little piece that makes it look good after the end. So you want to slide that over. Here we go. This big old soldering gun, see if we can make it happen. Wait, one thing we need to do is put a little solder on the tip. If you put a little bit of solder and let it stick, whenever you touch the wire and stuff, it'll transfer the heat way faster. Alright, well, we got one on there. It's not the prettiest. I really need something to hold it. But let's see if we can make it look a little bit better. That one's holding pretty good. Alright y'all, so I really need something to hold it with, because that's how I do it at the shop, and that's not the prettiest, but we're going to make it work. So what you do is you get a pair of pliers and wrap a rubber band around it. That way, you know, when you open it, it kind of closes it on its own. So then, I'm going to take these pliers, clamp it on there. Might do better if we could, well, clamp it like that. Oh, that's gonna be even better because I can touch the top. Oh yeah. Alright, now we're gonna do the same thing for the negative side. Put a little bit of solder on your iron. Get it in place, and then let it dry. It should be it. Ooh, my fingers got hot. Alright, and there we go. It's actually my first time ever doing that tiny wire. Let's see if this thing fits over it. I bet it don't. Alright, so now that we got all that ready, now we can go ahead and take this out. So I'm not 100% sure how this goes out, so we're going to learn together. Oh, tripping. probably got my bit hot as hell. It does. So I know to get the motor out, you got to take this little top piece off. You can use the drill for taking stuff out. Don't use the drill for putting stuff back in. So first we got to take all these little top screws out to get this piece that holds over the center drive shaft that holds the motor and everything else in. It's 4 screws in the back, and then I think 4 screws up front. So we got them 4. Now you got 4 up front. Put it on the light. See them 4 up front. Got to take those out. All the screws look to be the same size, so it doesn't matter if they go back in the same holes or not. Alright, so now that you got those out, it should... Let me move this before I touch that again. Alright, so now when you get them 4 top out, it should kind of pop out. You got to like work it each side till it comes out. See how it popped up? So now you can go to the back, do the same thing. Oh, we missed the screw. Okay, so in the back there's 5. Now I think it'll come out. Sure, so it looks like we got all the screws, so I guess you just got to kind of slowly work it out. Oh, the motor's coming out with it, I think. Alright, there it is. So yeah, you just got to, you know, keep pulling back and forth till you get it out. It's a little tight. But it looks like the motor comes off with this. Alright, yeah, so the motor, the little thing. So now they have a motor mount that you can get and put on here. I actually should have bought it while I was doing this, but it'll be alright for now. We're just going to go back with the same one. So you will need your spur and pinion and all that stuff. So we're going to have to take this little mount out. We're going to put the motor screws over here. That other motor came with some screws, though. We should use those. Alright, and next we got to get the pinion gear off. Okay, so that's all the stuff for that. We won't need this little heat thing anymore. Well, it won't fit the new motor anyway. And let's see how this comes out. So, okay, yeah, I remember this at the hobby shop. So you gotta take these 2 bottom screws out to get the ESC out. And these are countersunk screws, so should be easier to get. I mean, you'll be able to remember which one these are for. Something just fell out though, which isn't good. Now, what in the hell is this? That holds this arm like in a certain spot. Okay. Alright, so once you get them 2 bottom screws out, now you got your steering servo and your ESC. So I think we'll be able to just take it off the little mount here and then put it back on this mount. But let's see. Might have to take the servo horn off too. Hopefully not. We're going to find out together. Alright, so there's that. That's the screws for the servo. Now the ESC. Yep, the ESC comes right out. You can unplug that. And then this is your old ESC and motor. So next you're going to need your new servo mount. And this is also going to be your ESC mount. So let's see, which way does it go? Alright, so I think it's going to go this. Yeah, it would make sense. Alright. So this goes this way. So you're gonna take this, put it over your your steering servo, just like that. Get your screw back in place and then tighten it back down. Bam, so we got one side on the steering servo. Now do the same with the other side. This side's easier, and so we have figured out that you don't have to undo the steering horn and all that stuff to change this little mount. Alright, so that's back. So now all you got to do is get this line back up in there. Just like that, it'll sit in the little holes. Then flip your car back over. Watch that don't fall out. Get your countersunk screws, and those are the ones that go back in there. Now for tightening it back up, we're not going to use the drill. But doing this one-handed ain't easy. Don't want to tighten it with the drill. You'll strip your stuff out super easy. Always hand tighten whenever you putting it back together. Alright, so that's one. There is two. So now we got a little flat spot to put our new ESC. So this is going to go probably this way, I'm guessing. We're going to see how much room we got when we put the motor back in. So next, it's time for the motor actually. So we're going to need to put this pinion back on there. Alright y'all, so the GoPro got too hot and turned off on us, but all you gotta do is you get the little other motor with the motor mount that came out of it and just line it up with the holes, put it on. So remember, the little V spot, the little side of shape that goes down. With the motor mount that we have, if you have the little plastic motor mount system that tells you the pinion and spur size on it, then you don't have to worry about the mesh. If you have the little blue hot racing motor mount, then you gotta, you know, set your mesh and make sure it's got a little bit of gap, but we don't have to do that for this one. Alright, so now take your little center brace, put that back on. Oh, doing it backwards. That's why it ain't working, Brennan. I'm gonna get everything set up, and we might get to do it today. If not, we'll do it tomorrow, but it'll be right now. So let's go ahead and see how fast it goes on 2 and 3s. Here we go. Alright y'all, so we made it out here. I think we're gonna be able to get 2 little speed runs in real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything set up and see how fast it is on 2s first. So it's a tight fit, but I think we're gonna be able to make it work for now. Alright, Granite Grom 2s speed run. Track start. Let's see how we can do it. I think it's going to be super uncontrollable. Something ain't right. All right, I don't know what that sound is. Something's not sounding right, but that was full speed on 2s. Let's see what that was. That was definitely faster than before. So 31. So 2s got us the same battery, but the system got us 25, so 6 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and see what just changing the battery does to a 3s lipo and see how much faster it is. Whatever that sound is probably affecting us too. We're gonna have to figure that out, but we're still gonna run 3s first. All right, so now we got the 3s battery in there. We got an extra 3 point something volts. All right, 3s time, baby. All right, so 31 on 2s. I'm thinking we're gonna at least get 35 on 3. Does it still sound like shit? Yeah, kinda. That's something with this gear. I gotta check that. Oh, we almost forgot. We need to put the GNS on. All right, so 31. Let's see if it'll top that. Track, start. Here we go. Granite Grom, 3s speed run. Uh-oh. We cut power. What happened? Alright y'all, so we made it back to the house and the car did 38 miles an hour, but as you could hear in the video, it just shut off. I thought we broke a pinion gear or stripped the spur gear, but we ended up breaking the rotor off of the motor. So I think is what happened was I didn't look at the pinion, and I'm pretty sure the gear that came on there had a bigger hole than the shaft on this motor, so I think it made it like unbalanced, and then with the 3s power it was just too much and broke it. But if that's not what happened, then I really don't know what the hell happened here. But we're gonna send it off, get another one of these coming, and I ordered a hobby wing motor. So we're gonna do another speed run with the hobby wing motor on 2 and 3s and see what happens. And whenever this motor comes in, I'm gonna look at all the gear specifications and stuff that they say and put it at the highest we can that they recommend, and then we'll do another speed run with this motor eventually. But we're still going to be using the Castle ESC and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and smash the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what kind of systems or what videos y'all would like to see, or if y'all wanted me to try a new product or something y'all want to see, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.